Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of the DJ Sessions Presents the Virtual Sessions. I'm your host, Darren, and right now I'm sitting in the studio in Seattle, Washington, and coming in all the way from Dubai, we have none other than DJ Mowgli, and he has a guest in the studio with him. DJ Mowgli, who's that guest you got in the studio with you right now?
Hi everyone, happy to be there with you. It's my first time to be in interview like this in Seattle. Wow, it's nice, more energy. This is Milausha. It's my manager, and we start also soon to do a new project together, like 2 DJs together.
Awesome. And so you started a while back DJing. I mean, this isn't something you're not new to the game. I believe 1999.
Yeah, yeah,
And you started this in Russia, right? Started DJing in
yes,
Russia.
yes, yes, yes. That's
99 in
correct.
Russia. I was 25 years old,
Yeah,
and electronic music was just really becoming a brand. Like in 99, it was getting pretty popular in the United
yes,
States. You were doing this in Russia, and websites like Beatport and online digital distribution didn't really exist. How were
yeah.
you
Of course,
getting music in
of course, of
Russia? How
course.
how would you get music there to play in Russia of all places?
Yeah, actually, I've been a student in Russia, in one city name is Perm. It's in Oral area. It's like by train 24 hour from Moscow. Okay, it's a small city. If we see how many cities in Russia, it's a small city with 1 million people. For Russian, it's not a big number, and in that time, when I start my learning by myself as a DJ, uh, there is only a vinyl. There is no CDs, no flash, nothing. You have to buy a vinyl to be a DJ, and it's so difficult because, as I say, we are so far from the capital, from Moscow, and also in Moscow, not a lot of there is no magazine for DJs for the vinyl. The history coming for me as a DJ. I've been in one party when I'm start to playing a music. I meet one DJ. He came from Moscow to this city, and he played one song. It's Arabic, tribal in the vinyl, and I'm like, wow! I hear something familiar with the language, and I go to him. Hi, how are you? I'm a DJ. Listen, I like this song, this track. Can you tell me, please, where can I get it? He take it and give it to me as a gift. I tell, it's so nice. Thank you so much. But I'm a DJ. I need more music, not only for listening to play in the gig and all this. He give me his contact. After that, we meet in same city. He told me a lot of information. He traveling to Europe and buy a vinyl from Europe and bring it to Russian as a business. Okay. And in that time, I make with him like a deal. Listen, let's do next step. I'm gonna buy a vinyl for myself, and I wanna sell a vinyl as well in my city. In that time, because the like from Moscow to Perm, it's take a long time. He sent the vinyl by train with anyone who travel into this city. Give him some tips, please. Give it for my friend. I take it, I listen, I take what I want. I invite all the DJs, guys. If you need new fresh songs, fresh tracks, let's do this one, this then. After that, we return it back to him, and this is coming like every week, every 2 week, we get a new record, and it's like that's time when you play some song, nobody know this song, nobody have this song, and people all the time waiting for you because they know you're gonna bring something fresh, or you have some, let's say, some very famous track, nobody have it. In that time also the radio stations, they don't have access, big access for those songs. And also there is a lot of promo record. There is like 20, 30 pieces in all the world. You have one of them. Wow, I have it here as well.
You know, Do you remember the first record that you ever got?
Yeah, I remember as a gift, but I start. By the way, I started my career very like strange for me as well, because when I go there, I am nationality from Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, and when I go to Russia in that time, we don't know nothing about a music. We don't know nothing about the clubs. Not like this times right now. We don't know nothing. Like we are zero for information. But in that time when I've been in Saudi Arabia and I'm a student, I have a cassette from local music in Arabic, and also I get from a couple of my friends. They are not from Saudi Arabia. They are from different country who is living in Saudi Arabia and work in Saudi Arabia. They give me some cassette, for example, for Britney Spears, Backstreet Boys, Snoop Dogg, all this. In that time, in let's say I start in 1993, listen to the music, okay, like normal person. And I told you a history. It's crazy. I don't know. I'm a DJ in that time. I know it after that time. You remember the small cassette when you put it in the car on or in home, and the song it's play is finished. There is a stop for a couple of seconds. After that, the next track. It's normal. What I do, I take the vinyl, I cut it, I slip it together, and I play it like a mix. And I don't know, this is what the name mixing. We don't have YouTube in that time. We don't know what happened in the world. There is no competition for a DJ or DMC DJ or all these things, very well. And I use it for my friend. I give it like a gift. After that, some people give me a money for some cassette. Okay, I need this song, this song, this song. Put it for me for one cassette, and I make like small business. But I don't imagine this is how the music it's work. You know what I mean? Or how is the mixing its work? When I go to Russia, uh, I came to the first big club in this city, and I stay like a stupid person. I'm sorry. I don't understand nothing. There is only play house music, doof, 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 and there is no words, nothing, and people like enjoy the rave. I like, what is this? What's happening here? What the music? I don't understand because I don't hear it before. Like we are listening for normal songs for any artist. And I ask one person, what is this? He tell me there is person named a DJ. Okay, DJ. What's the mean DJ? That's guy who play this music for you to dance. And I ask him, what he's do exactly? He give you to dance non-stop. You don't wait for another song to hear it. You dance, you dance, you dance till when you're tired. I tell, wow, it's awesome. Something new. Man, any information? How can I like be one of this? He tell me, yeah, it's so difficult. You need a lot of money, you need a lot of equipment, you need a lot, a lot, a lot. And he's true, yes. In that time, you imagine that's time in Russia, you cannot find in my city two turntable. You have one with this person, another with that person. You bring it together and do a party. It's how is it difficult in those time. Then okay, that's good. I meet a DJ. I introduce myself. I tell him, listen, I'm interesting. It's so nice. Can you only tell me what you do? He said, oh, come, I show you. This is one label. This is another vinyl. You do this, you do that. There is a mixer. You connect it with them, and the music going outside. I look like this. I don't understand nothing. Really, I don't understand, and I forget about it because it's so for me so difficult in that time. After a couple of maybe weeks, one of my friend, he invite me to dance in the club, to be a dancer. I start to dance, I start to move. He told me, listen, you are so unique. You have this kind of style. It's so nice. You are not white. You little like your color. It's little different for us. Do you want to be a dancer for us? I go, yeah, let's try. And I try be a dancer in the club. In that time, my relationship with the DJ going so strong. It's like we are a friend right now. We work together. We came in together. And I come to him again. I tell him, listen, I don't need nothing from you. Can you write for me, please, what I have to buy to be a DJ? He told me, you need 2 turntable, one mixer, one headphone, and speakers. I tell him, write it for me here. He write the information, and I fly to Moscow. I go to Moscow. I go to to one of my friend. He didn't know nothing about a DJ, but he live in Moscow. I said, listen, man, where can I buy this kind of equipment? He take me to one place. It's named Garbushka. It's like a big mall, and there is some equipment. I meet one person. He told me I can order it for you. I said, okay, bro, order it for me. How much cost me? And I pay all the money what I have for my school. I don't have money to pay for next year for my school. I swear, God, I don't have money. I give him everything what I have because it's so expensive, still expensive to buy a turntable, not cheap. And after 2 months, I take the equipment, I bring it to my home. I call this DJ, listen, come visit me. I have something to you. I remember this like today. I give him one bottle of wine as a gift. I tell him, listen, bro, this is for you. Can you switch on this equipment, please, for me? You imagine? I don't know how to switch it on. I swear. He told me, wow, from where? I'm like, he's emotionally like he want to cry. Nobody have this equipment, and you are a new student in this small city, and you have this equipment. Wow, awesome, brother. I gonna bring my vinyl. I show you how it start. Yeah, he go directly to home. He bring some of vinyl. He teach me only how to play. I buy from him those vinyls, and I take some of them to only make a practice. I tell him, thank you so much. Bye-bye. And I stay in my home maybe 10 days. I don't go to university. I don't go for anywhere. I only play a music in my underground room alone, learning at least how this equipment work. You know what I mean? I like it. I enjoy it. And I go to the one shop in not so far from my home. He buy a CDs from international artist. I buy for Aconfold. I buy for DJ Sasha, and there is one DJ. I remember the name. I don't remember the name. Anyway, I buy 3 CDs I told him, give me the famous DJs in the world. He give me those 3 DJs. Okay, one is trance, one is house, and I don't remember another style. And I start listening the music, and listen what's happening exactly. Right now, I have a vision how it should be look. You know what I mean? In my mind, he start to mixing. You know what I mean?
Do you remember the first event you played as a DJ?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course.
What was the event?
Okay, it's a history. When I am dancing as a DJ, when I am dancing in the club, I mean, I like a dancer. One lady coming to me, like, see, there is small story. I make it short. Everyone in the city know me as a Mowgli. Okay. By the way, Mowgli in it's from Jungle Book.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Mowgli, the young boy who got lost in the woods.
Yes. And in Russia, it's Mowgli. In Arabic, it's Mowgli. It's similar. And they know me like a Mowgli. One lady coming to me, listen, you are DJ Mowgli. I am not a DJ in that time. But she see me all the time staying behind the DJ booth. I told, yes, because I'm planning to be a DJ. Listen, I am not from this city. We have like, как день город?
like celebration of a city day.
Yeah, I came from small city. We have a celebration for our city 100 year. We want you to come and play in our celebration. I told, yeah, okay, no problem. This is my home number. Call me. We make all the details. And she invited me after 3 months. And this is what my first gig I playing in like it's different for me because in that time the emotion I'm scared. It's first time I touch it for the public. You know, there is a people, there is dancing,
Mhm.
but I play in that time all the newest record, the hits what people know already, and it's nice. And I bet good money by the way in that time.
Yeah, would you feel that, starting in vinyl and seeing everything transfer into the digital world, that obviously the doorway, the gateway to entering or the barrier to entering DJ has become so easy? I mean, you have literally 6-year-olds that are now DJing, and
Yeah,
the access to music, there's no barrier there anymore too, because of like Beatport, and the research of music is no longer there because the internet,
yeah,
basically.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
One thing you mentioned in some of your notes for me today to talk about is your thoughts. I mean, being a turntablist, you were an original turntablist spinning on vinyl, and
yeah.
there is the controversy. I feel it's died off a little bit because there's some new controversies coming out. Maybe we'll talk about this in a second, but DJs that use the sync button, and
I
again,
know you're gonna ask me this question.
yeah, you're a vinyl purist. I get it. I get it. I know the argument from the vinyl purist back in the day. I don't DJ. It's a misconception that a lot of people think because I do a DJ show that I'm a DJ. And I have to
Yeah.
simply say, no, I'm an executive producer. I
Okay.
play a DJ on TV. Like I literally get up there, I press a button, and it even says in my
Yeah.
bio, I'm not a real DJ, but it was
Okay.
just created as a joke because I'm kind of a funny guy. And people always ask me if I'm a DJ. I say, well, I play one on TV, but I'm not a real one. So,
Yeah.
the sync button, though, if I were to get into DJing, for me, not knowing anything about vinyl purism or the startup, I mean, yes, I'm sure every DJ knows that it started out with records and there were turntables and the CDJ and
And
then it's the
cassette as
flash
well.
drive. And now you're going to be DJing literally from the cloud, in the near future. It's there, I think, but it's not widely accepted, is that I would probably see the sync button as an asset to help me do my mixes just starting out, as a tool. But I wouldn't know if I was 12 years old, 15 years old, 21 years old. That would just be natural that the sync button just comes on every piece of gear
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
because
You're right.
and
You're right.
and because getting vinyl nowadays is so tough. Who's really pressing vinyl? Then let alone setting up vinyl accessible platforms when they go out and play live. It's just nobody
Okay.
has techniques just laying around anymore. Every nightclub is invested in the CDJs, so you're just coming with your flash drive and plugging in.
Yeah. Yeah.
So and a lot of the tracks you want to get, they aren't pressed on vinyl. Like my best friend, he's straight vinyl, has thousands of records.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
has
I
never
understand.
touched a CDJ or knows anything about digital, and he won't. He's like, no, I don't
Oh.
want to learn. Like, well, then I guess you're never going to play my show, dude. I
Yeah.
mean, and
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
just like
Because he feel the soul. It's different. Yeah. I understand.
it is, and you
Yeah.
can tell the difference in the quality of the music. You can hear. I think originally going back, if you're in the nightclub and you hear that,
Oh, it's nice.
the crackle, it's there. You just hear it. That
Yeah.
depth is
Yeah.
there. It's phenomenal.
Yeah.
It would be awesome to see a revival of that come back. Unfortunately, with the amount of information and just churning out,
Yeah.
it's getting those
See,
sold,
see.
getting them out
I,
there and
I,
play.
I have as well a question for you right now.
Yeah, go
You
ahead.
drive. You drive a car, right?
Yes.
Okay. How many years?
Oh, I've been driving since I was 8 years old.
That's good. Me too as well. Okay. What you can say for me for the drive the car like Tesla or something, or driving by self?
Yeah, no, I
Similar.
hear you. It depends. For a busy guy like me, I want the car to drive by itself. I don't mind.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
get it. I mean, I get that there's some level of understanding your mixing skills. You're going to understand hit better. Unfortunately, there's just no barrier to say you have to learn on turntables before you get CDJs.
No,
Or
no,
before
no.
you get
I told you my opinion. It's right now. It's not about exactly vinyl or CD or as flash memory. It's not about this. And this is all the time. I teach it for my student. I teach DJs from long time ago, and still have some time to time some people who want to learn the music. When my students start to learn the music, I teach him the important basic information: how to match beat. This is for me as a teacher. This is the important. If you know how to match beat, use a sync. Don't use a sync. It's not my problem. For me, you can hear. You feel the music from left ear and right ear. You know the difference. We know. You know when you combine the tricks. You know how to mix it. All these things. It's more. Let's say more luxury for you. Okay. If I'm for me, I don't use a sync. Okay, I don't use it at all. Not because I don't want to use it, because I don't need it for myself. I hear very well. I can mix it directly. I can find the mistake in milli of the second. I can fix it directly and continue play. You know what I mean? The problem with the DJs who start to learn, and we are in this kind of world. People want to know everything so fast. They don't want to lose the time to learning. Okay, I want to be a DJ. Tomorrow I want to play in Tomorrowland or in Ibiza. I swear, I swear that's what people like looking for. Okay, I want to drive a car. I want to tomorrow take a driver license. It's similar. You know what I mean? This is the human things when people I think when we have in that time sync bottom, I think we're gonna use it. You know what
yeah,
I mean?
it's going to be something. I think just if you're right, if you're training people how to be a DJ, I think the first thing you do would be to turn off that sync button, or even say, here's some records, ones that you can really screw up and wreck. Beat match, play these records, beat match here. Learn how to adjust the speeds. What's that?
Sorry to stop you, but I would add about Mowgli, because he's the one who taught me how to be a DJ as well back in the years. So the first lesson that we had, first he explained what means which button, and where do you look here and there. And then the second thing he told me, do you see this button? Like, what does it say? I'm saying it says sync. I have no idea what does it mean yet. So he said, you see it, you forget that it exists in this life at all. And the way he teaches, I've never ever touched this button, even when I did practice by myself, just because, the way he put it in words, the way he taught me that, that's not a real DJ button. Like, it's not something to be used by a real DJ. You have to use your ears. That's all what you've got. That's how it's supposed to be originally. And he believes in origin of a DJ, that you start from vinyl first and then you go more, but you use your ears. It's good that you have like all these technologies to make your life easier, and as you said, also maybe AI soon will replace all the DJs as well, but that's not the original thing that you would really enjoy, because at the first place you have humans, we have a soul that speaks throughout the music, and AI cannot do it anyway. So for the sync button, that's what Mowgli's perception is. You just don't see it. It does not exist.
You couldn't be more than correct. And, if I did learn how to DJ and my friends came over, my resident crew said, oh my gosh, Darren wants to learn how to DJ. I mean, I got decks that I got here. There's one right there. I could be doing this in my free time. I just don't have the time to search for tracks and master my perfection and skill. I'm producing a show and got a million other irons in the fire, but it's always been something I've respected. I mean, since the first days I went out to the nightclub and watched DJs playing on vinyl and watching the transition go. I mean, it wasn't even until almost 2005 that we did our first broadcast television shows on nightlife and talking to DJs. Even then, it was kind of getting into the CDJ realm. But 2009, when we really launched the DJ sessions, things were really moving in that digital frontier by then. But I just never sat down, and I get the concept. I get it. People would say, you'd be great at doing it. I would know I'd have fun up there. I know I'd have fun picking tracks and making the crowd move. but I like being kind of the executive producer behind the scenes, making the show happen. Let the
Yeah,
artist. There's enough people out there that want to be on stage and want to be, doing that. I'd rather be helping them out in what I can do best is negotiating deals, contracts, booking appointments, and doing all that stuff and setting it up, and taking away from somebody else who. It's not the Darren Bruce show. I've always told people that for years. Even though I'm the host, I could have made a DJ show all about me, but I'm like, no, I want to feature other awesome talent, and now I'm featuring and talking to awesome talent halfway around the world.
thank you so much.
On
Thank
it,
you.
and we're going to be getting an exclusive mix too. That's something else that's really awesome. We'll get a mix from you as well. We can share, and sharing that with the world, I think that's my passion. So you could kind of say I kind of move back and forth between two keyboards at the same time, and I don't know. I DJ with keyboards. I don't know.
Yeah, I understand. I work in the radios. I work for different radio station here in Dubai and as well in Russia when I am here as a student.
Mm-hmm.
And I understand, like you play stop, the equipment. It's different. But when you are a DJ, you how is it? You remember I told you from the beginning. You asked me regarding from where I get the vinyl and from where I how to play this vinyls in back time in Russia. We have by myself. I have each vinyl. I have history with it. Believe me, I have history with this one song. Right now, you have a flash memory with 1,000 songs. You don't have any history. It's sad, but this is the technology. This is the world right now. But in the back times, you come to the home, you start to prepare your vinyl one by one. Oh, this mix this side, this mix this side, and you take it with you all the time. You after 1 week, you go to the doctor. Listen, I have a pain here from the bag, And when you go to the club, people waiting what he bring with him. What is the new? Because the news should be in that time. I don't hear it in the radio. I don't hear it in another club because you are a guest DJ. You have to bring me something new. After that, when you play this song gonna be a hit in this country or this city. Everyone, oh, I know this song you play DJ Mowgli. You don't imagine. Sometimes I make my first CD in 2002. Yeah, I think 2002. This is my first mix. I make it like Oriental, like Arabic songs, and like let's say house music. And I give it like a gift in my friends. After that, I make more copy and sell it in the magazine. People think I am the producer. I make this music. I hear your song. This is amazing. You do good song. It's not my song. I play only the music for another artist. No. This is your song. You know what I mean? People in that time, they don't have idea. There is no information, no internet, no magazine, not a lot of magazine in Russia as well, because it's still opening after USSR. After this one, because in 1995, the city start open and bring the fridge, the televisor, and all this thing, and imagine also the music. Yeah, that time it's so good. But we come back to the thing. See, if the DJ use it because he want to do another job, he creative some effect, he creative some like for example James Hype, he use all the time I think in all his set he play like 4 tracks together and all this thing. It's awesome job. If he don't use the thing, he cannot do this one. You understand, if you don't do it, you don't use it, you cannot do it, because you cannot match 4 in this faster time if you don't do it, because you don't use only the sync, you use a lot of function in record box to make it properly in beat matching. I play 4, 5, 6 track in the same time in the vinyl. It's good, but it's long mix. You know what I mean? It's not catch like mega mix or fast mixing. You know what I mean? We cannot hear you. We cannot hear you, brother.
You're right. If you're doing like 3, 4 decks, the fire engines were going by again. I forgot to turn the mic
Okay,
back.
okay.
No, you're doing multiple decks. It is. I can see it's being used as a tool like that. But you're right. I don't want to say anyone out there is being lazy using it because I don't need any hate mail.
Yeah.
But definitely learning how to properly mix is definitely a key. I think a
Use what
key
you have to
prerequisite for
survive.
people
See,
to
I
DJ.
say it to myself. I say it. Use what you have to survive. This is
Yeah,
what to do. Like it's
yeah.
normal life, brother. Yeah.
Now you were recently in Ibiza, and I learned how to say. Some people say Ibiza, some people say Ibiza. How do you say it?
Okay. I say it like, oh, see, I speak Russian, English, okay, and Arabic as well. It's three different tones by each language. And when I go to Ibiza, they say Ibiza.
Ibiza.
Yeah, in Spanish they say Ibiza. In Arabic, Ibiza. Okay, in English, this is how it's happened. Yeah. This is going. By the way, like this is the T-shirt from Universe.
Hold on a second here. Hold on a second. I got something to do. Boom.
Okay. This is the T-shirt of Universe, and they sell it for the opening. I've been in the Universe like opening. I meet there Adam Teen, Carl Cox, Ahmed Spain, James Jones, all the artists. And by the way, I'm gonna show you. This is all the names.
Yeah.
You have to zoom in. You have to go over those names. What are those names? I can barely see them, but I'm
Adam
old.
Tan, Ahmed Spains, Carista, Carl Cox, Jamie Jones, Joseph Capriati, Michael Bibi, Mita Gami, Salom Lechat, the Martinez brothers.
Anyway, yeah.
Yeah.
And I meet all those DJs in the stage. I've been behind those DJs. I make some small conversation with Ahmed Spains, and I make some photo with the artists. It's awesome. This club, man, you don't imagine. I mean, maybe you see some videos from the opening and all this one. And I go a couple of days. I've been in the Fisher Party and David Guetta, a lot of artists.
Armin?
It's
Armin.
Armin van Buren. It's been in Ushuaia. It's not in Universe. And I buy this ticket from the opening party. It's nice, man, to have it. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, awesome. I've been working on getting some of those names on the show over the past few years. We just kind of got back into the whole mix of getting out there and knocking on doors, getting out to the festivals again. That's super exciting. It's always great to be on the road, in the place, in the moment, and meeting people from around the world. It's kind of one of our new goals is we're based out of Seattle, and we used to have the artists when they came to Seattle, we'd set up interviews with them in person. Pandy kind of changed that around, and a lot of people before 2020, I mentioned this a lot of interviews, we wouldn't be doing a Zoom interview. People didn't know how to do a Zoom or didn't know how to do an online live stream. I mean, I was doing live streaming for 10 years, so I was probably the guy that could set it up, but it was just very complicated. People didn't know how to do lighting, just basic lighting, basic audio. Zoom etiquette is, I guess, what you'd call it. So, being able to talk with people, but there's nothing like being on the ground. Or I remember being at ADE in 2022 for my first time in Amsterdam, and just, people were just so relieved after 2.5 years of being able to see people in person again, be at an event again, being surrounded by people, networking, and getting that collaboration or that feeling of connection again with people that they normally only talk to via email. Or we're Zooming for 2 years. So yeah, it's really awesome being in the presence and being around people, and just that it can be very uplifting to say the least. And you played at Universe, correct?
No, I've been I didn't play in the Universe. I've been in the club with in DJ booth and all this artists. I've been not like an artist, at a normal person, like those names, it's so big, and this is one of the problem right now. to be in some big venue or big party to play in this kind of you remember, like, I don't know, in the old times, you came to the club with your vinyl until, listen, I'm a DJ, do you want to hear my mix? I can do something for you. Right now this one not happen. You have to have a manager, you have to do a lot of marketing, social media, all this,
Instagram.
all this social media. It's so difficult, not like before. For me, it's so difficult, not like before.
Yeah.
The thing is that now you can be an amazing DJ, but for example, if you are not good with social media accounts and stuff, yeah, for example, you have like 2,000 followers only, and then when you go and submit for Tomorrowland or stuff, they're gonna tell you, you don't have followers that much. So now they look at number of your followers. That, I mean, it became, I feel it's a little bit unfair because, for example, you might see some DJ which is not that good, which is using sync button, for example, and he's just like 3 months old DJ, but he's performing somewhere big stage, and he would stand next to Tiesto, for example. And actually, this is what we want to achieve, and this is what I'm working on, to bring Mowgli with that kind of big names, because I guess by the years of experience, they almost the same experience. I mean, they started almost the same year, but so I feel it's a little bit unfair. But I also understand that now it's a new century and new wave of everything online, everything social media, everything's TikTok, Instagram, etc. So now it little bit changed in a way that from one side it's good that you can promote yourself through online. It's very easy. There is no, like, you don't have to struggle as you did before, like going on the radio station with your vinyl and trying and find people. Now it's way easier from one point of view. From another, still, at some point it's a little bit unfair.
It would be awesome. And there are some tools out there, but they're not all brought together. And I actually just wrote a note about creating one. You can't read my handwriting because it's in shorthand. I write like a doctor. But I'll tell you a little bit about the idea is that, I use a database that I go to find the world's top DJs. And it's an unbiased report. It's not commercial. You don't pay to get into the list or anything. They base it off a number of factors they put in there. It's great, but it's not always up to date. And it would be awesome if there was some way that somebody could culminate the right information so that, I'm not trying to say that somebody doesn't deserve to have 100,000 followers on Instagram or TikTok and they're getting booked based on those numbers. If they are good and they're real followers, awesome. But you still have a person who's been in the game for 30 years and they might have 3,000 followers and they're phenomenal and they're not getting booked for shows based on that fact alone. So, some type of ranking system. I know there are things out there, but nobody's been able to bring it together. And one of the things I just thought about launching today was a new ranking system of looking into that, getting grants or whatever, of how we would fund that information. And it's a completely impartial type thing, but it would be based on, so many different factors that would assign points that would rank people, rank DJs, and you would submit your information into this list. And we'd get the list and everyone would start out at 0, obviously. And as the data started to be populated, it'd be like, okay, this is like, you could be a name, you could be out there, but if this DJ is we're watching their followers grow incrementally, if we're watching them do releases, if we're watching them book gigs, if we're watching what the size count of those gigs are, so it can kind of track, who has this, who has what. That'd be really an awesome thing if somebody came out and do nothing to say anything against the DJ Mag Top 100, Mix Mag Top 100, or our research site that we go to find, the world's top DJs and genres and all that fun stuff. It'd be great to make a database like that. And I kind of want to, I'm sure maybe somebody's tried it before, but there are sources to pull all that information in. The problem is it's not centralized, and that would give, I think, a real fair, impartial view of somebody. He would take into consideration the years that you've been in a DJ as well. He'd be like, look, you got these new kids. They've only been on, like you said, they've been on the block for 3 months. They might have a track or two produced. Yes, they're putting stuff on SoundCloud, but all of a sudden they had 100,000 followers. That doesn't seem realistic.
Exactly.
And so maybe the social rankings isn't really the power ranking there that says they're so awesome, unless that 100,000 person is can push a button and you then track, say, hey, I'm going to book you for a show. And I think this would be a big factor too. I'm going to book you for a show, but I'm going to give you a specific link that you're going to use to promote, and we're going to see how many tickets you really sell.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
if you had 100,000 followers, there's 100,000 DJs I can book that are probably just as good as you.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
100,000 followers.
Actually, nothing. Nobody doing like this. For me, the important is the quality. Like as we spoke like before, like how is the quality? Okay, you are a DJ. I'm happy. You are welcome. You have 100,000 follower. It's okay, but let's come to the main problem. I told it like main problem. The main problem right now, the people different, not like before, regarding how to listen to the music and how to feel the music. Okay, and in back days like in 90s and 2000 and all this, when you come to the club, we know very well. You play the track, nobody have a phone, nobody make a video. People enjoy the vibe. People enjoy the music. People dancing from his heart. You know what I mean? He feel every beat. He feel every bump, every kick. He know. He remember everything how it's happening that night. Doesn't matter he is drunk or not drunk. I talk about totally how it's happened. Right now, if we go, I've been in Ibiza, for example, in May and June. I've been in Ibiza for more than 20 days. I go for all the clubs. What I know, what I hear, it's working. Some clubs like Amnesia, working long time ago. Pacha, Ushaya, High Pizza, all the clubs. Okay, why I go there? Because I want to know how does it happen. I like what's the difference between Ibiza and another countries or another clubs. And yes, there is a difference. Yeah, this is for me as a DJ, there is a huge difference. But what's the problem? People don't come to the club to hear the music. People come because this person, he is a famous. Second, there is something happen inside the club. People come on for it, not for the music. Like people staying and they don't dance. They make a video to post it in Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, all these things. I've been in Ibiza, I've been in there. Oh, see me, I'm also this kind of person. For me, this is so wrong. This is not fair for the music, and also it's not fair for the DJ. Because when you stay as a DJ, and if you're by myself, when I stay as a DJ and play for the crowd, all the time I see how is the people feeling my music. I gonna say they are happy or not, they are enjoy or not, because all the time my ass in the crowd. And the DJ, he came, he play, people only filming for him and nobody dance. I don't know how he can be happy. I've been in Pacha in 8th of June. Salomon, he play and I stay in front of him, and I stay all the time only dancing, and I like enjoy the rave all the time. All the people around me, they take their phone, make a video. He is like, he told by his hand couple of times, people showing him. I see him by myself. Dance, don't make a video. Enjoy the moment, brother. You know what I mean? This is the big problem.
I saw a meme the other day, and it's funny. It was a meme of Leonardo DiCaprio, and he's standing like this. You could tell he was photoshopped. In the background, looked like he was at a rave. And he says, "I just came out of a 25-year coma, and I used to go to raves. Now I'm at a rave, and everybody is in the audience going like this."
Yeah.
And then he goes, and he's kind of like, where am I at and what happened to rave culture?
Yes.
Just like this weird, like weird look on his face. And yeah, you're right. It's a huge thing in the industry. This transcends not just it's music industry, it's art, it's any visual thing that's being put on out there that people are literally going like this, and And by the time you go like this to connect, to get that moment, to do this and put a bulk in, the moment's lost.
This is what I.
And
This
then
is
what are you
what
going to
I
do? Pull it
told
back out
you.
again? And nobody's going to sit and say, every year you see it 4th of July in the United States, you say, hey, everyone, just your friendly 4th of July reminder. Nobody is going to watch the video of the fireworks display that you're shooting. You know, first of all, it looks like crap. Second of all, there's no audio to it. It sounds like crap. Third of all, you're probably shaking your camera like this. So nobody's going to sit there and just watch your fire. Like, oh, wow, I'm watching this for 20 minutes. That was, they can't hear the explosions. They can't feel the music, you know, and then, you know, it's that total disconnect. And there has been proposals. There's been ideas. There's been things put out there. I'm a big fan of it. The one I've heard is the bags. They have a magnet on the bag, and when you get to the event, they drop your phone in the bag, and the bag's sealed off. And you're walking around with your bag, your phone's in the bag. Now, if you leave the section, you go to say a bar area that's not in view of the event, you can have that bag unlocked.
Wow.
Do your phone, put your phone back in the
We
bag
have
and go.
We have to do this in every event.
You know, I was in Berlin last year for Rave the Planet, and the clubs were putting stickers over the cameras on your phone. I mean, they'll put one on the front, they'll put one on the back, you know, to make sure you're not filming in the club, because some things can go down in Berlin nightclubs that you don't want shared. But I wasn't in one of those clubs.
No,
Still,
actually,
you know,
if for me, I think it's gonna be good for the DJ, gonna be good for the crowd. Okay, to feel the moment, to enjoy the time, to listen to the good music, dancing, speak with the people. All this happening when you don't have something in your hand and you are busy. You know what I mean?
well,
And let's make it, for example, let's make like live stream. Okay, when you go back to home, you can see what's happening if you want to see it in the phone. If you are not happy to see it in your, why you come here if you want to see it in the phone?
I'm all for that, or setting up the event and doing a pay-per-view. I'm looking into some systems right now. Is back in the back right now. What I had currently in my mind up until yesterday or the day before was that I could only block off countries for pay-per-view. Now it looks like I might have a system where I can block it down to actual. In the United States, we have zip codes or cities. I can block it off and say I don't want 200 miles around these cities. So if you came to play a tour in the United States and you had 12 cities, I could block it off for 100 miles around each city, so that nobody in those cities could watch. If they had a credit card to buy that stream, the zip code would not allow them to purchase it. They'd have to go see the show in person. But anywhere else around the world, they could tune in and watch that live stream. Unfortunately, I can't block it. I'm working on it. I want to get it there because I want it to be something that can be offered. Because if I could do a live stream for somebody and they're on their tour and their fans want to tune in, and we're charging an extra normal show here in Seattle, I'd say it would be $25, $25. Let's just say.
Okay.
But if we can get it, and then the club only holds, let's say 300 people. But if we could get another 1,000 people watching that show for $10 around the world and having a live chat room, and know that the artist isn't going to lose anything by people on tour, that the people in those cities aren't going to be able to watch it because if they live there, they're having to put, there's ways they could get around it. I get it, but we do our best to lock it down. That could be an additional revenue source, and they're going live and have 1,000 people turning in every time for say $10. That's $10,000 revenue, or $120,000 on a 12 show tour that could help pay for a lot of stuff. And we're splitting the revenue after production costs with the artist. Or even if they're just coming to Seattle and we're doing the show here because we're based here, we wouldn't have that much in production costs. If we had to travel all around the nation to set this up, yeah, I think you get where I'm getting at. And I think that's another revenue potential that DJs or even musicians as a whole should look at. But again, it takes a lot of this to know how to set that up. It's not something easy. It's not inexpensive. You know, I'm the guy who talks to you know how to do it and make it inexpensive, but still it's not inexpensive.
You remember in Corona time, there is a lot of show going like 3D. It's not real, like streaming by 3D and visual. This one, people like it for sometimes. After then, like, okay, the
Well,
corona done.
yeah, when I started our series for the first 10 years, DJs got it, I got it, but the rest of the world, I'd say, hey, we're a live streaming DJ show. We feature celebrities from around the world, guest mixes, and they'd say, who would want to watch a DJ online? Nobody.
Mhm.
And I said, have you ever listened to a radio show? Do you listen to BBC One? Do you listen to any of this? You're listening to
Yeah, it's
mixes there.
similar.
There's no difference except there's a video element to it. But and then I'd say, well, we're a featured partner with Twitch. And they'd say, what's Twitch? Or isn't Twitch for video games? Once Pandy hit and everybody in the world jumped online, the conversation started going, oh, I watched a DJ set. Oh, I watched an interview. Or I watched this content that's being done because these people aren't coming to town and playing anymore. And it started to click in people's heads. I had to change the format of our show, though, because what we were doing for 10 years, now everybody in the world was doing. And I was like, well, and I'm not a DJ, so I couldn't get up there and be like, well, now I'm going to DJ and look at my DJ show with Darren DJ. No, I didn't want to do that. So I switched it over. We're still about the music, but we're do a lot more interviews now because I can get people from Dubai on the show and interview, and they have a huge career halfway around the world. And like you said, pre-show, people don't know you in the States. They don't know you in North America or South America. They're gonna.
This kind of I'm old school guy. Let's say like this. I'm old school guy, and I prefer all the time maybe the old school things. But yeah, we have to go also with the people, with everything what's happening new, to be in the same, at least in the same level. You know what I mean? Because if you don't do nothing of this, what's happened in social media, of course, nobody knows about you at all. Who are you? You are in your background home. You are perfect DJ. You play wow, nice music, everything, but you don't show your people your job. And this is the DJ problem. I gonna say, to be fair, this is my own problem. First of all, this is my own problem. I don't promote as should be, like, if I want to be in this. But there is another things we talk about right now. The social media, it's one of things. There is another thing, it's very important: the contact, the people, the connection. This is very important. If you don't have those connection with those place, with those managers, or there is the promoter. This is another story. The promoter, it's another story. We talk about now with the manager, with the club. If you don't have this kind of line with them, okay, you cannot be in this place easy. This is one thing. Second thing, if you don't have a social media followers, 100 here, 1 million here, one thing. If you don't have a contact, you cannot. You need someone who to like come to this place and to listen. I have this person. He is underground DJ. Okay. Nobody know him like another DJs, but he is good. Guys, try it him. Put it in warm up. Put it in and I don't know, in another room where is people. He gonna show himself. Give him a chance. This is what I say. It's not so fair because you don't have someone to give you a chance to show yourself, to show your talent, to show your how is you. Like in US and Europe and also in Arabic country, there is at some program show talent. People go dance, singing, but nothing for the DJ. Yeah, nothing for I don't see a show. I don't know in the United States, but I don't see a show who is bring a DJs, okay, and make and show what you do, how you can do it. There is a competition for DMC, and there is some another competitions. What's happening in the region, for example, like I win Pan DJ competition in 2006, first place. In 2008, third place. I win a lot when there is a competition to show how you are. Okay, you can see a talent people who can do good job. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But when it's not, there is you need contact. You need people.
Yeah. And how would you define success as a DJ? Would that be like a Beatport top 10 hit if you're a producer, DJ producer, sold out tour? What are your thoughts on this to really like if you could say this is why David Guetta is number one, or this is why this DJ is what defines success? Because that can be very ambiguous for a lot of people. I know DJs that say, I like to just play my local scene. I like to play, I have a day job. I like to go out and play. I like to play at the nightclub here. They might not be looking for, worldwide stardom, and that to them could be success, but still doesn't mean somebody's going to come along and pluck them up and say, come play in Amsterdam at this club in front of 50,000 people because you're good in Seattle. He may, or Montana,
Yeah,
or some, I don't know if you know your states and cities here at all, but you could be a phenomenal DJ but never be found because maybe you aren't looking to be found, but you still consider yourself successful. But I consider the difference between success before you answer this question would be, are you a hobbyist? Are you in this for the business?
okay.
And I
This is
think
the
that would be the
questions.
difference there.
Yeah. I understand. See, uh, I love the music. I told you I start the music like from the scratch, right? From the vinyl, how it's feeling. And all the time until now, I play the music because I love the music. I enjoy the time when I play. I enjoy the people when they are happy, they are dancing. And it's not my full time. It's not gonna be my full time because I cannot make any income. You know, it's you cannot make any income like this. You know what I mean? If you open a couple of interviews with couple of DJs, let's say David Guetta, for example, okay, when he start, how he start, he find the place, he been in the right place in the right time, you know, and he find the place and he play in Monday. He do his gig in Monday alone with his own invested. He print the ticket, he print the flyer, he invite his friend, and this is what's happening. You have to be invest in yourself if you wanna be like a famous. But if you don't have income, you cannot at all. You cannot. You need investor. Okay, if you don't have investor, you need investor. How you get the investor? The investor should be trust you, know you, and we come back again. People know you, I gonna invest in you. You people don't know you, I cannot. Like a small company, okay? There is a lot of small startup business. How it's go a famous, okay? He start by himself, he invest in himself. Some company seem, oh, Google, oh, this is good company, let's take him, and they pay him millions and take this application or startup business and go up. In the DG, it's similar, okay? For me, I have my full-time job. I work from 10 o'clock till 9 o'clock in the night every day, 5 6 days a week. When I have my day off, I want to chill, I want to relax, I want to meet some of my friend. And the life in Dubai, it's not like another country. You are all the time busy, people busy. Your friend don't have time to you, you don't have time to your friends. Though there is no a lot of relationship between the people because everyone coming to work, make money, do his life and go back to his country or something like this. Yeah, this is I don't know if I answer your questions or not, but this is what I think.
No, it's not an easy question to answer. As I started out with, it's kind of subjective to who is saying what is success. And I probably, if I were to make a database of all this, I would go to a lot of industry professionals and say, what data points do you want to see before you book somebody to come play? Or what data points do you think would be relevant for people to see? If I went to a lot of PR, if I went to a lot of booking managers, I'd contact a lot of booking people and say, hey, what do you think it's relevant for these people to see? And I'd look at a lot of promoters and say, what information do you want to see? And make a database of that information so they can go to it and go, okay. There's companies like Polestar. I don't know if you've ever heard of them. They're a booking
No.
company. It costs the money to be part of it. But what you do is you go into Polestar, and a smart promoter would use something like this. You can go in and look at somebody's past bookings and past tours. Now, of course, that information has to be put into the system. I have a story of a promoter that I know that booked an artist, and the artist said, "Yeah, we'll come play your show for you for $25,000." And the artist said, "All right, cool. Let's put $25,000." They booked the show, and the show was a complete flop. They lost like $20,000 on the show. Had they had the information from this company, they would have saw that the same artist played a show a month before, same type of crowd, same size of crowd, and got paid $5,000 for the show. So they would have used that tool and said, "I'm not paying you 25 grand. You get paid $5,000. That's what you get for a size of a show like this." And they probably would have said, yes, the 5 grand. They would have broke even on the show. Everyone would have been happy, but they didn't know that tool existed out there to help them do that. Now, it's not necessarily a ranking tool, but it's it's to help promoters know when they're booking shows. Like, and you can go in and dial it down and say, "Hey, I have a venue that's 300 people. Show me all the people that play shows in this genre and this price range," and it goes, psh, and then you could instantly just send out emails to them, or contact those right people. So you're making sure you're booking the right people for your right venue. I had somebody in Seattle once. They wanted to book Tiesto for a club that held 300 people, and Tiesto's fee was like $35,000. And like, "We don't care. We'll pay it. We'll have him come by and play 300 people." Tiesto's manager came back and said, "No. We don't play 300 person rooms. He plays to 30,000 people, And plus he's already on circuit lockdown. So you're not going to get, even if it was a secondary set to come by and play." They had the opportunity, but they turned it down because it was not his genre. It was, "You're out of your league there, bro. You're out of here." Come on. What are you going to sell tickets for $100 a pop and hope to make your money back? People probably would have bought them though. So, that being said, but the point is determining what success is. Like I said, I'm going to kind of look into this project of creating that, because an idea that came up the other day was also creating a booking information, but I don't want to become a booking agency, but being able to list that kind of booking information on our site. Like if you're on the show and people go, "Wow, I watched a DJ Mowgli interview. Wow, I saw the exclusive mix he did. Wow, this is more information about him up there." And then they go to book this DJ, click here, and boom, it pulls up all your information, and contact information. And somebody books you not through our website, but takes you off site to book you. Like they found you through the DJ sessions.
This is the point. The point is how the promoter find you, how the promoter know you. There is the tool, should be a tools for this kind of thing. Right now, if you go for, I think, my opinion, if you go for famous clubs, for example, in Ibiza, they don't gonna be a book DJ who is nobody, let's say, okay? They're gonna be they're gonna bring only the names, okay? The names who is already famous, already people know it, and do that. Because I saw this one in my eyes in Ibiza and another club. If the DJ it's not famous, people don't care. They don't know who is the DJ. I swear, they don't know who is the DJ. They don't know his name. They don't know what he do, what his background. Okay, he play most when they gonna move or make some reaction. If he plays some famous track, "Oh, I know this track. Yeah, he's a good DJ." And in music industry should be a taste for the music. People should be here tasty music. Yeah, there is a different of genre. I'm like 100% like I know this one. And people right now going to the famous club because it's a famous, not because of the genre. You know what I mean? Because this DJ gonna be playing. Okay, they came on, for example, I don't know, for Solomon or Armin van Buuren or Dimitri Vegas or Black Coffee, because he's Black Coffee, because he is a famous. I wanna be in this. I wanna make a video, as we say. I been here. I make it for my Miri, and it's okay. It's fair, of course. You spend money, you travel, you pay a ticket, you come to this place. Okay, you lose your money. You wanna get something from here. Some people wanna get a video. Some people want to get a photograph. Some people want to get a T-shirt. Some people, like me, for example, want to hear a good music. This is
Yeah.
the main thing. And if we have some tools or some, I think, I hope I right now help people to find for them something to make this job for them to make easier. It's like a sink bottom as well. Someone do something for you faster, easier, and quality.
Hmm.
This is the answer for the sink. Something do it for you faster, easier, and quality. But again, I'm old school. I like to communication with the promoter, with the manager,
Yeah.
explain him about myself, give him my soul. I want him to feel what I feel when I play. I don't like when someone book me, for example, uh, because he wants someone only to play a music because he don't have a DJ. His DJ is sick or travel or have a problem. No, I need to people to hear me to understand I do good job for them because as I explain my student, for example, when you play like a DJ, your work. This is my opinion. Your work not only play a music, your work to make a club make a money. How it is happen? My opinion. You have to check the people. If all the crowd in the dance floor, it's good. You are a good DJ, but the bar not working. You can little go down, make a people relaxed, go do some drink, enjoy, and come back to you. This is your job. You work with the bartender, you work with the manager, you work with the dancer, you work with the light and sound system, you work with everything. This is what you have to be a DJ. Not like, I'm sorry, not like now to stay only bottom and stay like this all the time. I'm very sorry again for the DJs who is all the time working in the laptop. All the time his guys in the laptop. I don't know. He is playing music or he watch a movie. I don't know. You know, give me your emotion. Show me you are happy. I am here. I am dancing for you.
I
Show me
hear you.
sorry. Yeah, show me respect for because I spend money to come to you.
Yeah.
To get to eyes contact should be happening between me and you.
Yeah.
You
Well,
have to understand. I am feel happy with you,
and
but if you are all the time, yeah, I don't know.
we're definitely going to get a taste of what you're going to be, what your performance, what your sets are like with that exclusive mix you'll be sending our way. Super
Yeah.
excited to get that. Is there anything else though that you want to let our DJ Sessions fans know before we let you go?
Actually, like, see, the word right now, all the word in the phone. Yeah, it's good and it's bad, and same thing. It's good because you can, as we do with you right now, people in Seattle can see me in Dubai. Okay, in 1999 we don't have this kind of thing. Nobody know who are you. You know what I mean? And in the last, like, all the in this that years, you book a DJ, you go to the club, for example, in Ibiza, and you find someone you like him, you take his contact, and you book him in your city or your country. Yeah, right now it's more easier, but it's more hard than before because you have to have a team with manager, with the social media manager, with the videograph, video operation, uh, photographer to make a video and photo and update all the time. Some people who signed for you the information. You have to text something, you have to answer, you have to make. This is a lot of job. This is company job. It's not a DJ. See, my opinion, this is not a DJ work. You should be have people who do this one for you, and your job it's play a music for the people. This is what I think.
That's you're right. It's I saw a diagram the other day. I've seen it a few times over the years. It used to be, it was a pie chart, and 75% of it was the DJ playing music, looking for music, doing what they do. 25% of it was PR media. Now
No,
it's
I'm not agree.
75% PR media and
No, no, no,
25%
no.
about looking for the
No,
music and all that.
right now 90%
90%.
media,
Yeah.
90%, believe me. I saw it everywhere, every time. And like, I mean, you are in industry and you understand what I mean. Right now, people to hear your music, you have to spend 5% and 5% to search the music. Otherwise, you have to work in the social media if you wanna, if you want. But see, this is something also fair. If you do like this, yes, maybe you're gonna get some gigs. After that, you go down because you don't do good job. This is why we need why we need the quality for the work. Why the DJ, when he start to learn a DJ, and this is my, I want to say everyone who want to learn a DJ, guys, you can use things, but when you learn how to match the music and hear the music, after that use what you want to use. It's okay.
Absolutely. On that note, we're going to wrap it up here. Where's the best place people can go to find out information about you? Where do you
Okay.
want to send to?
Yeah, this is one of a problem what we have, but right now we working hard for Instagram. Yeah, it's here. You can see like DJ Mowgli official. You can go there, and there is a link. You can go for the link, and you can find all my channel. You can find the YouTube. You can find everything, SoundCloud and Mixcloud. But see again, it's it's my problem, not a problem though the people. No, because I work full time. There is no time to record new music every day or every week to post it in those social media. But we try the best to be, and we are happy really to be here with you. And thank you so
Yeah.
much to invite me to be part of your show. And I will send you the mix as soon as possible, maybe today or tomorrow.
Awesome.
And I hope you enjoy the music and enjoy the quality of the music.
Absolutely. And looking forward to hearing from the both of you in the future. We like to follow up with all our guests on the series. Stay in touch with them because they always know there's new stuff, new events, new news, new topics to talk about. This is, like I said, this is our intro interview. We're going to be hearing more from you, DJ Mowgli, and
Yeah,
also your student
Milausha.
right there as well
Yes.
on the
Student, the
show.
manager, the DJ, everything just in one face.
Yeah,
She
it'll
do
be some fun
everything.
stuff. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
on that note, go check him out at DJ Mowgli Official on Instagram. All the other links are right there. Thank you again for coming on the series today.
Thank you for you.
Thank
I'm
you.
happy again, and I hope to we can see you in Seattle. I didn't been in US, but we keep in touch in the future. If something happen, like we can only meet and drink some coffee. If I came to
Absolutely.
US, of course. Yeah.
Or,
Thank you
or
so
if I'm
much.
over in Europe, definitely that'll put me a little closer to you as well.
Yeah.
Looking forward to doing that more. Thank you again for coming on the series today.
Thank you,
Thank
and see you
you.
again, guys. Bye
All
bye.
right.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
On that note, don't forget to go to our website, thedjsessions.com. Find us on all the socials. Find our store. We have music, exclusive mixes, live interviews, events, contests. We have our new music section we're launching. We're also in virtual reality as well in VR chat. Check that out. It's pretty cool. Our VR nightclub. Also, our mobile app is there. You can download it, get it, carry us with you wherever you go. But all that and more is at thedjsessions.com. Take a snapshot of that QR code or go to the website, thedjsessions.com. I'm your host, Darren, coming to you from the virtual studios in Seattle, Washington, and coming in all the way from Dubai. It's DJ Mowgli for the DJ Sessions. And remember, on the DJ Sessions, the music never stops.
Yay.